Welcome into the ATB show. You can check us out at atbshow.com. All of the stuff is there, all of the sites, all the places that Rubber Shoes does his wrap up in the morning. We're also available, as you know, because you're here. Maybe you're finding us later. Maybe you tripped over, I don't know, the Zapruder film, because, we're brushing up on our assassinations. I have no idea what you're doing with your free time, but here we are. Man. And I always have to say something to make Scotty question why he wastes his time to play with me. He's like, here I am again. And once again, we're going to be like federal investigation inside of 30 seconds. It is the ATB show at the buzzer. You've got Uncle Deuce questioning his friendship. He's also in Southern Maine. Adam is in beautiful downtown Connecticut. That is Swahili for acorns and syrup. No, not syrup. Sorry, acorns and what am I thinking of? What do you got?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg. What did I went way off the road. Way off the road.
Syrup. Yeah. Syrup is Vermont.
Yes. Welcome back to the show. Rubber Shoes, when he first popped into the green room, and then Adam popped in and saw where he was, and we both said the same thing, live from the Lanai. So Studio L in beautiful downtown Lowell, the outdoor studio. If we had a fan base, and I'm asking baby Jesus and Santa for just one thing this year, if we had a fan base, they would be lining the fence. They might be on the sloped roof behind you. Careful. Careful. Anyway, so here we are. It's the ATB show. Lots to get into. First of all, we're going to go through cocktails because Rubber Shoes popped one and he's showing it off. What do you got? Not a sponsor yet. We're waiting though.
Letting the guns swing out.
So what are you going to put it above your name so we can see it? Put it in the center of the camera.
High noon vodka
with his motor skills today.
Vodka and iced tea.
No, it's an off night. Is there any asking for a friend? If you're home in a state of disarray, clearly, and like, are there layers to get to you as a firefighter, or are you definitely off duty? Like, what would have to happen in beautiful downtown LA for them to be like, he's inebriated, but we're bringing him in? Like, what is there anything like that? No, there's no.
So if they call it a general alarm, then they start calling everyone in, but that's a complete shit show. Yeah.
Yes.
It's never happened since I've been on.
Right, and we didn't just conjure
knock on wood, for God's sake.
We didn't just conjure him. Scotty, what are you drinking, buddy? There's always something going on in your studio. What's happening?
Yeah, they're just a Rona. I'm keeping it light today. Just keeping it light, Mr. Rona.
Oh, it's working.
Just a Rona. I actually, you know what's funny? The other day, I hadn't had one in a while. I was like, we haven't had a Corona barely at all the summer, so I was like, I'll grab a whole pack.
They're stacking up in the fridge. He's got to work his way through.
When do you set up the outdoor studio by the pool at your house?
Yeah,
I could do that right now, but my daughter's having a swim lesson, so I don't think the woman, the very nice young lady that's doing the swim lesson, would like to be subjected to the shenanigans and the hooligans
to your house. The swim lesson comes to your house. That's crazy.
He orders it in. He doesn't have time to be driving around. He's very important.
He orders it in. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I was going to say Rubber Shoes.
Liberty Bibbity.
I just ordered these, and I had seen this brand. I'd seen this brand popping up on like other podcasts and certain shows here and there, and not necessarily in this format. Don't mind me. I just opened it and it sort of popped
reaches into his pants.
Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna taking off the condensation. So it's Liquid Death.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Now, what I didn't understand, the first time I saw these cans on podcasts, I'm like, that's got to be coffee. It's got to be like high-test cold brew. But most of the silver Liquid Death cans, or anytime you see a silver Liquid Death can, it's just water.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's mountain water. To me, I didn't go in that direction, and I don't think I would ever buy water in a can. There's just something weird about it, but I appreciate I appreciate the combination of liquid and death is death to your thirst. That's what that's all about, and death to plastic.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
it's death to kill thirst. It's supposed to be kill your thirst and death to plastic. Hashtag death to plastic is their big hashtag.
Wow.
So they're being more environmentally friendly by having the cans instead of the plastic, which I guess I appreciate. But this whole run with the gold cans, and you can sort of see that it's green. These are all iced teas. So this is the green guillotine. It's green tea, agave, and vitamins, which I need.
I like the gold can. The gold can is pretty spiffy, I think.
It's good. That's really good. Anyway,
this is that's your first sip?
Yes. Yeah. I got a 12-pack. There's 3 of these, 3 black teas.
Scotty, are you watching the shit show also?
3 peaches. You guys, they're both watching the Red Sox lose. Yeah, Adam's like, we're talking about tea, goddammit.
You listen up. You stop talking, Rubber Shoes.
Yeah, how dare you?
Jesus Christ. I keep seeing him looking over to his left. I'm like, he's got to be watching the same thing I'm watching.
Or he's checking out the swim teacher. I don't know what's happening.
Listen. Nope.
Whoa, don't get him in trouble. Don't get him in trouble.
Nope.
You are going you brought all the floats in, right, Scotty? You brought all the floats in. Everything's inside for the swim lesson.
I mean, yes, everything is
comfy floats. They're all inside.
Everything's where it needs to be. Eyes are located correctly in the location, and floats are where they need to be. And yeah, everything's fine.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, I have like an inch of them, but I'm good. Jesus.
Well, let me ask this. Let me ask. I'm going to scrape a little bit more because this is who I am.
Please.
Yeah. Are you averting your eyes to stay out of jail or to stay in your marriage? Like what are we doing?
No,
you're really scraping the surface.
Yeah, because he got really worked up, but I'm like, I'm just, yeah. Or, do we have a Girl Scout out there doing swim lessons, or is it somebody that you would like to take swim lessons with, but you're currently married to your wife, Amy?
The latter. Yes, the latter.
Please tell me Amy does not listen to the show. Please tell me she doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah, nobody listens to this show.
Rubber Shoe from the Lanai,
live from our stat department. Yeah. Yep. Holy Moses. All right.
Wow.
All right. Wow. I wanted to clear that up. There's a ton to talk about. I think Scotty and I are going to do a whole after school special on college football.
Yeah.
And I mean the video game. That's a whole nother thing. Brandon Ayuk and a whole bunch of other names are showing up for camps, but showing up at practice facilities, but they're not practicing. Ayuk has asked for a trade, which is exciting. Who knows? Where do we want to start this week? Who should we cover? Do we want to get the Red Sox out of the way, Rubber Shoes, so we can get it out of the way?
Sure. I mean, nobody else wants to talk about it.
So mad at me. I'm like, I don't like when we're doing really well.
Yeah, nobody else wants to talk about it.
But here we are.
Apparently, I'm the only baseball fan.
You're not the only baseball fan. I'm a fan of things that are good. I'm a fan of things that are good.
Oh, so we're only talking Celtics then.
Oh, wow.
We're going to talk about college football on the PlayStation 5.
Connecticut Sun are second place in the
Connecticut Sun. The promise of my Boston College Eagles. Is he leaving? Is this a protest?
Is that the strawberry float that he put in front of them?
Yeah.
Oh no, the strawberry float's dead. What are we riding?
The RNC. He brought it home.
Hey, you gonna open that bar that I sent the franchise form for, Adam?
There's a couple of them open. They're very successful.
I was gonna say, I feel like we already had this conversation. Rubber Shoes in the chat earlier today. You put the sports bra.
Yes.
Which is it a women's only, which seems exclusionary, which doesn't really float? It's
women's sports only.
Every television has women's sports. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Anybody can go in. Yeah. Yeah.
Although I saw that when I saw it this morning to send it, I was they were doing a thing on ESPN for it. And one of the bars I actually saw men's tennis on. So they lied.
Oh, that's not good. That's like walking into a regular sports bar and finding the WNBA on. What the hell is this?
Well, and here's I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it.
I mean, you already asked Scotty if he was ogling the Girl Scout outside.
Rubber Shoes, fine, I'll ask. Rubber Shoes, are you sure it was men's tennis or was it they tennis? There.
Oh. No, it was. I don't think they have they tennis yet.
I think they do.
Well, I haven't seen that league yet.
PGA? No. What is it?
TPGA?
I don't know.
TTA, Tennis Association.
Yeah. Oh man, they're gonna take my liberal card from me. All right, go ahead.
We're definitely getting canceled.
It's really. Sorry, Mom. We'll send you a video cassette.
This is the one day that someone else watched.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
The TTA, no balls, no love. Anyway. Listen.
One step too far.
Tim, you forgot the way you're green today.
The Red Sox since the break are what?
Horrible. About to be 1-5.
Yeah, what are we at today? 12-3 right now?
It's now 15-3.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, my.
All right.
Is there a mercy rule?
Well, actually, so Timmy, this is your prediction coming through.
Can we invoke that in April next year? Go ahead.
This is your prediction coming true, though. This is exactly what you said. That you don't like the fact they're going into the break, on a streak, and then they come out of it, playing like dog shit, which they have. They lost 3 games. I mean, the Dodgers series was tough. They lost a couple of heartbreakers there. They actually played pretty well, I thought, against them overall. Just their bullpen right now is just not.
Yeah, their pitching didn't come out of the
back from vacation yet. So,
I'd still be excited for if they're doing this right now and they find a little window where they can heat back up and get themselves back into viability to be in the wild card conversation. Like that, to me, based on what we were coming into the year with, that would be a success.
We're still only a game out of the wild card
happens
right
every
now.
time
Yeah,
when we go hot into the break. Every time.
The good thing is that a lot of the teams we're chasing have also not had a great start to the out of the break. It's like there's only Baltimore's lost 2 in a row, Yankees lost 1, we've won 1. Cleveland's 1-1, Minnesota's 1-1. So nobody's on like a 5-game winning streak coming out of the break. So we're still treading water right now.
Rubber Shoes, who are we waiting for to come back from the IR? You are always like, well, as soon as we get this guy back and as soon as we get that guy back, we're going to be great.
Well, I think it's Casas, I think, is the only one that we're really waiting for.
Yeah, so I thought Devers was going on the IR last night when he started rolling around, grabbing his shoulder, but he stayed in the game. So. But we'll see. I feel like he's going to end up on the IR at some point.
Mm-hmm. He's been battling that shoulder pretty much all year. Yeah,
that's the saving grace when they're struggling. Rubber Shoes is always like, well, if we get this guy back and we get this guy back.
No, that's not what I say. That's what you
were saying last year, right? Weren't you saying if we get Sale back?
No, that's not me. That's management saying we don't need to do a trade because our trade is we're getting Sale back, we're getting Trevor Story back.
Gotcha.
And this year, we're getting guys off the IR again this year. There might be some. Well, Kenley Jansen didn't go to Colorado because the last 3 times he's gone to Colorado, he's had to get his heart shocked back into rhythm.
Oh my!
So he decided not to go there this year.
I love the example that Rubber Shoes just gave, and I love that you brought it up, Adam. It is the meme right now that if you're on social media enough, I'm looking for help though. I'm working with a counselor. If you're on the TikToks and stuff enough, everybody, capital V, everybody has seen this meme where it's either the dad in the SUV or the mom and the dad in the SUV and the kids in the back seat, and they pull into Star Weasel. And they're getting their $32 coffees, and the kid's like, "Can I get a cake pop?" And they're like, "We have cake at home, right?" And the kid says, "We have coffee at home." Same. Like, how dare you, mom and dad? Or the very infamous one, the meme, and I saw the other one I saw the other day. It was a golden retriever just staring into the camera. It was so good. And it says, when mom and dad say we have Taco Bell at home, and it shows his dad making the shittiest taco in America, right? And that's really what Breslow and the front office do. Billy's so correct. At the end of July, it's like, no, we have Taco Bell at home. Yeah. Just wait till these guys come back. It's going to feel just like we did something at the trade. It still doesn't. This is going to be the 4th summer in a row. Say it, Rubber Shoes. Print the shirts. You're ruining my summer. Capital S, capital H. Right? And they love it.
Not yet.
But the shitty thing is we pull the paddles out every summer and revive this Frankenstein piece of crap. and it gets a little bit of life, and it almost looks like the owner, and he's like, see, you don't have to spend money to win. And he gets all excited because his girlfriend's, I don't know, 40, but still 60 years younger than him. Like, he's living the dream. He's fine. And now he's probably going to buy the Celtics and ruin that. So who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Scotty, look at Scotty. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no.
You should get the new T-shirt. Just they're going to ruin your August, because the summer's been fine, but to ruin your August really, is really what it is. But they had talked about being, going into it, that I think Breslow had mentioned about being potential buyers and like trading Kenley, trading Tyler O'Neill and stuff like that. They had a couple of guys that they had potentially mentioned at least. But yeah, I don't see them doing it, especially if they're not going to start winning. So this is like, this is a critical part, because we're is there a week away from the deadline? A week and a half? Yeah. I can't remember exactly the date.
I think it's the 31st.
It's always the 31st, usually, yeah.
Yeah, so we're a week away. So they need to. I think the series upcoming with the Yankees is going to be huge if they play well.
Yep.
And let's say they win the series. I can see them being potential buyers. If they get swept or they get their butts kicked at home, then I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they'll stand pat.
One of this is a little bit off topic, but I will say it. So I've been Milford.
You met our show?
Yeah, I know. The Milford Little League softball team is in the World Series, the Little League World Series softball. So I've been, just because I know some of the kids, so I've been watching it on ESPN Plus. Yeah. And so they do all these things at the bottom. It'll say like, the kid's favorite athlete, favorite team, whatever. Yeah. And it was at the time it was the New England region. So it was a lot of Celtics, it was a lot of Red Sox, whatever. So this kid gets up and it's favorite sports team, and it was Savannah Bananas. And I thought to myself, that would have not. I mean, I know they didn't exist 10 years ago, but that would never have happened when we were kids.
God.
Somebody would say the Harlem Globetrotters over the Boston Celtics, or something to that effect. And the Bananas just sold out Fenway, like 3 nights in a row, right?
They super did. Did. I'll give them credit. Like they've globetrotted baseball.
Yeah,
and
100%.
They've clearly figured it out. They've got the algorithm. It's working. They're getting paid. These guys that are clearly good at baseball have found their niche, right?
Right.
like your friend
Johnny
Jed.
Damon.
Yeah, your friend Jed from high school. He was a theater major, but he also played shortstop. I mean, like, I don't know what combination gets you in that environment, but anyway. Maybe he'll be playing day tennis later. We don't know. We'll find out later. Yeah, it might be on tomorrow's show.
I might be playing day tennis pretty soon.
Are you?
Maybe. I don't know. You never know. Rubber Shoes, what were you going to say about the Savannah Bananas?
No,
you raised your hand like we were in middle school.
19-3. They just gave up a grand slam.
Oh my
excellent.
Lord.
It's going well.
So this ends the Red Sox segment of the show.
We're in the segment. We are living the segment.
Oh, my God. Jeez.
But yeah, the Savannah Bananas, that's disappointing that a kid from the New England region referenced them.
Right. Well, but it's more to my feeling of it was more like, wait, what are we doing here? Your team is the Red Sox, like because they've not sucked for a long time, but they're just not fun to watch. And it's funny, before the All-Star break, they started to get fun to watch, but they're just not anymore. It was like a brief 2-week window where they were enjoyable to watch. I mean, who wants to watch a team get killed 19-3? Not me.
Well, and that
hasn't really been the story of the season, though. I mean, they've been. I mean, by the way, I did see a report that came out right before I left the office that Cora, not that I wasn't working very hard, Liberty. That Cora,
no, Gary. He said he went into the office. Yeah. No, I'm gonna ask him before the show ends. All right. Okay. Yeah. Bye. What?
You
were at the what?
Wow.
Did they shoot Roman candles when you pull into the parking lot? What happens?
Wait, says the guy who has two 55-inch TVs in his office. I mean, what are we doing here?
A 55 and a 43. I will.
Oh, sorry, 50.
We are fighting for our lives. We're fighting for our lives over here. First of all, I'm confused by a guy that gets his swimming teacher delivered, but he's going to the office. You're doing it wrong. What is happening?
Got to do what you got to do. I think I'm doing it right. What are you talking about? It's an air conditioned office.
Yeah, you'll notice he got back from the office just in time for the swimming lesson.
At the same time of the podcast, there's nothing I can do about it.
I gotta clean my contacts.
Right this way, sweetheart.
We're talking about Alex Cora getting a multi-year extension.
Were we?
Whose
extension were we talking about?
Just Cora's. Just Alex Cora's. That's it. That's it. Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, man. It doesn't take much, Scotty.
Swing low.
Spiral.
He won't be back.
And if anyone ever wonders why I drink on the show, this is the fucking reason why I drink on the show.
Get off the cross. We need the wood. It's getting cold outside. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? That was for the Red Sox, by the way.
Oh, man. That was good. Go get another one, Scotty. We still got 40 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm stone sober on green tea.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody get me a drink. Holy
seriously.
Moses.
This is my first rodeo. Yeah.
My first rodeo. So, Adam, I got to tell you, we were active in the chat this morning. Scotty is bringing his boys to their first ever Chestnut Hill University football event.
Oh, nice. Fun.
So, Michigan State comes to the Heights on the 21st of September. And because I know this will shock everybody, please sit down if you're standing, because it's been such a juggernaut at Aluminum Stadium. It's been such a juggernaut. You can only imagine that the tickets that have been in my family since 1902 that I've had. Scotty's like, Timmy, where are you again? And we're up in section RR. I give him the row. I give him the seats. He's like, dude, I got the row right in front of you. So
no way.
Scotty grabs the seats right. And I'm like, that tracks. But the great thing is, yeah. So Scotty and his boys, it'll be me and Janina and Francis. Of course, Aiden will be back at school. So I still have one more seat because we have 4 seats. So I checked with Rubber Shoes. He'll be busy. Not like tonight, though. Couldn't you trade for tonight? Couldn't you just say, like, listen, like, I'll work tonight so I get the 21st off?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Well, it should work like that. Get them on the phone. I'll talk to them for you. Yeah.
Somebody talk to the LPD. No, what is it? The LFD? Lowell Fire Department?
LFD, yeah.
I hope so, yes.
LFD.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we will have lots to talk about. There'll be a lot of active chat going on that weekend.
Excellent.
And if they time it right. Now, mind you, 21st of September, we're a handful of games in. If Michigan State's cruising and we're cruising, that could get bumped up probably on a Saturday to a 7:30 tilt on ESPN. If it's earlier, though, if it is a 3:30 or a nooner, we're definitely going to the Temple of Boom on the way home. We've already discussed this because his boys have never been.
No, get out of here, really?
So Logan and Nathan will have their first trip to Kowloon.
Wow,
oh my
that's
God,
magical.
And it's so
first
great
BC
after a
game, first Kowloon.
You're bound to get a smattering of ham-handed Irishmen in there with their BC gear on. So it's usually pretty good.
Imagine so.
Be a good time.
You among them. Although you're not drinking anymore, right? Are you still not drinking the alcohol?
Yeah, I just said to Rubber Shoes. I think at this point, obviously, because we're almost into August and it started December 28th. Like at this point, I'm all in for the year, right? So because when people are like, oh, and I said, they're like, I thought you
for the whole year, yeah.
Like I only thought you gave it up for Lent. I'm like, well, I guess this year for Lent I gave it up for the year. So I'm gonna wind it all the way around to December 31st, and at that point, I don't know like why I would.
Do you even go back? Yeah.
Because like at that October, I turned 53. Is there a better version of me? Because I'm got a cocktail in me, I mean, reminder, like all the yelling and screaming and all the inappropriate shit I said in the last 24 minutes, completely sober.
So, you're on liquid death.
I don't need a drink to be unhinged. I'm fine. Yeah. I'm fine without it. Yeah. So I just don't think there's a reason I go back, quite honestly, and it's
what was the cocktail intake level beforehand? Was it once a week? Was it?
Yeah.
Every couple of days.
When we were doing the show, there'd be nights that I'd have a cocktail, right? Or I mean, maybe a couple of what Billy's drinking.
Yeah,
maybe 2 of those. Like it'd be A, B, or A something. Cognizant of the fact that I'm still driving home, right?
Sure.
But during the week, not too much, and honestly, on the weekends, not a whole bunch because Janina doesn't drink. We're not a house that we get home and we're having a couple of glasses of wine or making drinks over the weekend, because she got it because growing up in Australia, they drank at 16.
Yeah.
So she was sort of like, we met and she's 18. She's like, try Coke yet? Like, she didn't. I'm joking. But look at Scotty. No, but it's 16 to 18. She's in Sydney ripping it up.
Yeah.
They can drink at 16. So by the time we meet, she had already, experimented and all that stuff. And she's like, meh. And then, truth be told, her younger brother, Jay, that we lost back in 2008, he just had a battle. He had his demons with drugs and alcohol. So So when we lose him, like you may, like, if the Pope pops by, she might have a Diet Coke with a splash of vodka, and it's probably waving the bottle near the Diet Coke. Or if she's at a wedding, she might do a Pinot Grigio, but I can't tell you the last time she had a Cocktini. Go ahead, Rubber Shoes.
Okay.
So sorry, Kaylee. I was waiting for him to actually take a breath so I could break in. She is
wow. You know what? The call's coming from inside the house, Adam. Somebody in my building, someone who claims she loves me, is about to make fun of me. Go
she's
ahead.
wondering why you do not have a green shirt on like the rest of the troop. He didn't get the memo, Kaylee. He did not get the memo.
Because I'm the worst. Because I'm the worst.
I love how Rubber Shoes says like 5 words.
I made up for
green
you,
tea. There
mother
it is.
zuckers. I got my green tea.
I never understood why green tea is yellow. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not in charge of that.
Falls in the category of day.
Not in charge of that. Not in charge of that. Anyway, so I think I'm rolling up to the rest of the year.
Maybe it's the outdoors. We have 4 viewers right now. This is unbelievable.
Wow, Rubber Shoes. They're all peering in through the back of your house.
That's because he's on the Lanai with no pants on. That's what we don't know.
Well, actually, so one of them's actually me. So
he's running his OnlyFans while he's on the podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, from here down, I got nothing on.
Oh my god.
I got the camera underneath the table.
If Billy had an account, it would be on Lonely Pants, because they've never been unzipped. Once they had Tyler.
Image.
That's it.
There's an image.
Oh
Lonely
my
Pants.
god.
She says she does not have anything bad to say about you today. Yet.
Oh my god. Yeah, but she has a list from Monday and Tuesday, I'm sure.
I just want to march into your office and just take over the mic if she's in the building. I think that's necessary.
She's so you guys know
2
where
doors
my
down,
office is.
right?
So I'm like the West Wing. She's over on the other side, not all the way on the east wall, but she's up against Lafayette Road.
Oh,
okay.
So she's close enough that she really wanted to come down and pick a fight. She would, and she will.
That'd be amazing.
And I probably just conjured that up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be good for ratings, Timmy. Be good for ratings. It sweeps.
Get your microphone ready.
No,
your
boy.
10 extra
boy.
ones that you have.
Oh boy.
Rubber Shoes. When are you? I'm sorry. When are we going to do the show from the pool? I mean, we're close enough now.
I don't feel
you got to
like
get on a float with your mic. Oh,
you're not going to get electrocuted. Just set like you've got the Heil boom arm just like Adam has. Just set it up on the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
I mean, if it falls in, we'll tell the world your story. I know, but you have another one. I know you have a boom arm.
Come on, we want to see you on the float.
So I thought about. Well, first of all, I got to actually get in the water, which I don't get into water very easily unless it's. So I found my perfect temperature is 85 degrees. I can get in without being a little girl.
What sorcery takes place?
Scotty has somebody that can give you a lesson if you want.
Yes. I gotta meet this.
She travels. She travels.
What sorcery takes place that you're getting in and out of the pool
without
getting wet?
Without getting wet?
Yeah.
Oh, I told you,
but it's behind your head now. What's happening? Okay.
Oh,
it's gone. Yeah.
It's gone now. The sniper got it.
Yeah, I have a raft.
Secret Service is going to shut us down.
They'll be fine.
Basically, I have a raft that I can get in and not get wet.
That's called a wetsuit.
What is that all about?
What are we doing? Show me this. We have time. Show me this.
We have time. Yes,
show
we
me
have
this
plenty of
apparatus that you
The
wrap around your
camera's not
body.
big enough.
Do you have a laptop? Are you on a laptop? Yeah, he's on a laptop, right?
Someone's full of themselves.
Right,
He's
honestly.
on a 12th generation iPad.
Can you stand up? I thought you had no pants on.
Oh,
Rubber shoes on Lonely Pants.
where is he going?
Lonelypants.com.
Oh my God.
Rubber
If
shoes.
he does it from the pool, if he won't do it, if he does it from the pool, I'll do it from the pool.
Yes, let's go.
love all
Oh,
of
look
this.
at him.
We're in.
Is he checking the pH? What is going on?
What is happening in North America?
Oh,
All right. Yeah, dude, you can get the road.
That looks like a comfy float.
yeah.
Yes.
Comfy,
yes.
very comfy
very
float.
comfy. Comfortable.
Yes, it does look comfortable.
Dude, do it.
Come on, just get in there, dude.
Just get
What
in
is
there
the
now.
problem?
I can get in without getting wet.
That doesn't.
That's what she said.
It's a lot of rolling. Like, do you roll in? What are you doing? How high is that pool? Is it 5 footer?
4 feet.
4 feet. Okay. All right.
So,
Oh my God.
why would you? So, does Steph get in the pool?
Yes.
She does.
So-
okay.
It's because I can't jump in because the ladder's not very stable. It'll rip the edge off. So you have to go in step by step. And I'm a huge baby when it's like that. Like I can go to the ocean when it's 40 degrees and run in and just jump in. I'm fine. I've jumped into rivers that were probably 50 degrees. I can jump in. I can't jump in here, so it's like I'm a little girl when I got to go toes first and one step at a time. Oh,
I love this kid
It's
so much.
brutal.
I'm so glad he's on my team.
Whoa, I got an
What?
update. Let's see.
What is he
Kaylee
doing?
says she's driving through South Burke,
Scotty's face.
and Maddie
Oh,
DeVoe
thanks, Kaylee.
said,
Shut up.
Did the Secret Service clear the roof behind Rubber Shoes?"
Telling
That's
you.
good.
I'm telling you.
No, the slope. It's too much of a slope.
Too much of a slope. You're safe. It's too much of a slope. You're safe.
Trust him. He's on the Lowell Fire Department. He knows.
I love this kid. We've been friends for so long. I love Rubber Shoes so much. Like, he's one of my boys that, like, I can walk down any street and pick the fight, and I know I'm going to be safe because I've got all these friends that are taller and stronger than me. And he's talking about the fact that he's trying to ease into the pool.
Oh.
Like, what?
What are we doing?
It's awful.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah, if it's like under 80 degrees, I struggle to get in.
Oh my
Oh
God, his
my-
arthritis. His arthritis is acting up.
Get a heater for the pool.
Well, so the pool's in the sun all day long. So right now it's probably 85 degrees. So most of the summer,
85 degrees and you don't get in it?
Jump in right now.
No,
Seriously,
this is when I
go
can
jump
get in.
now. Go get in
I
now.
can get in, no problem when it's 85. It's when
All right,
it's
I want you're
strip
strip down, get everything electronic off your body, and jump in. Get back out. Finish the shot.
Come on. Come
Do it.
on.
Do it.
Rubber
This is
shoes.
a seminal moment. I love it. This
Let's
is
go.
This is
Let's
the turnaround.
go.
This is Veritech.
Oh,
fighting-
yes!
Oh my God.
This
Yes,
is,
the
oh my
mic is
God, that's
coming.
gonna fall in and kill you.
That's
This is
definitely- that
Veritech
would-
fighting. This is Veritech fighting A-Rod.
Yes.
This is where we turn it around.
Yep.
I love this.
From 2 to 4
What
viewers
is
before you
happening?
know it.
What is
Is he
happening?
really-
Is there scaffolding on the right-hand side? Does anyone else see that? Like, what is that?
That's the water
Yes.
tower where the other shooter was.
I was going to say.
Oh my God.
Maddie
Listen,
DeVoe asked about the
it
roof. You
writes
should have asked about the
itself.
scaffolding.
It writes itself.
Oh my God. Where is he? Where did he go? The
He's
pool's right
getting his
there. What
wet
are we
suit
Chipping
doing?
out the
on.
scaffolding. He's climbing up.
He's getting his wetsuit.
Is he doing a
his
triple
ladder?
landing? Is that a stairwell?
Oh my God.
If that microphone falls in,
A little breeze just
I
blows
want,
it in.
I want a team vote. If that microphone falls in while he's in the water, we end the show, right?
100%. 100%.
I think we
I
just
got-
close everything
I'm
down.
gonna go
and
in
walk
Ecamm
away
and
like
build
we
a
started
black screen that
nothing.
says in memoriam. You can't make this up. What are we doing?
Where did he
He's just
go?
gonna jump in. Is he putting on a bikini?
I think I don't know.
What
Oh,
are
God,
we
I hope not.
doing?
There's another image. 2 images already that are just
Oh
burned.
my god!
We got movement. We got movement.
Oh, there he is! I see an arm. I see an arm.
What's he doing? Oh, he's
Oh,
in
he's
the.
still got his shirt on! He's still got his shirt.
Hey, I'm in.
I love this.
How did you just get in there? Are you on the float?
Do you have AirPods in? Can you hear us?
I unplugged the headphones so I can hear you.
Okay.
Oh my god!
First question is from me. How did you get into the pool? Did you just back into the pool?
I walked down the stairs. I have this my step. I went in my steps. I told you
I have actual stairs in
so
the
I
pool.
can get in.
Oh my god!
Rubber Shoes. Everyone is confused and intrigued. Over your left shoulder.
Oh my god!
Is that a cell tower? Do you have like free Verizon service? No, right next to you. What is that big thing?
Literally right next to you.
Or is that there's like nope.
No.
Oh no, that's
even closer. Even closer. Other side.
Other way. On this side, there looks like a ladder or something.
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
What is that
yes,
right there?
yes, this.
Oh,
yes.
wait a minute.
That's the canopy.
Oh.
That doesn't help anything at all. I love Timmy's like, like a light bulb fucking went off.
No,
what
like
is it?
so-
Like what?
It's the corner of the canopy that's out here.
So
like
that's like
covering your
that's
deck?
like the cover over the lanai.
Yes.
So yes. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh
it
my
looks
god!
like only like a cell tower. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
what is
But
happening?
Now
right
I can't read the screen when people are commenting now. So
That's okay.
Well, Kaylee wanted you to jump in. I don't know why you didn't jump in.
Haley just texted me. This is not safe.
It's happening on company property too, Timmy.
All for the ratings. It's all for the ratings.
Oh no, she's out of the building. She's out of the building. I think she left at Day Tennis. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Girl Scout swimming instructor.
can't wait till my wife comes home. She's gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?"
No, she's just gonna push the microphone in.
You're still wearing your
She
jersey.
do that every night when she comes home.
I don't want to go topless.
Dude, think of the ratings. Yeah, I thought you were gonna. I thought we were gonna get you in like a banana hammock.
Listen,
Yeah.
you can put your OnlyFans QR code up on the screen if you want. It's all right. Take your shirt off.
It's lonely
Give a little
pants.
something.
Lonely pants.
OnlyFans.
Lonely pants. That's his QR code.
Oh my
All right,
god.
let's talk NFL.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to talk sports on this show?
We're doing it. We gotta talk about the Patriots. Does anybody think there's an opportunity we get an Ayuk to come here?
No.
Like tell me why that's completely impossible, Scotty.
I think they're going to stand pat with what they have, and they actually want to see what they have in regards to what's in camp, from their talent. But also on top of that, they know that they're going to have a rough season, so they know they're going to have a high draft pick. And everybody's saying that Ayuk the 49ers, which John Lynch has already come out and saying that, that he wants Ayuk is going to be part of the franchise or part of this team for long term, whatever. But the asking price is a first rounder. Patriots are not going to give up a first round pick for Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah,
especially because of the fact it probably could be a top 5 pick, if not higher. So
yeah.
I don't see it happening.
All right. And who else is bumping around? There's one other wide receiver I saw today that was at CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is not is he fighting over money or what's going on there? Because he's at camp, but he's not participating.
He is, and he's fighting over money, but it's not like he's not going anywhere. They'll Uncle Jerry will open up the checkbook. He'll be fine. Like that's not going to be. I don't think that'll be a thing. It'll work out.
And do they still, the Cowboys, such a fun topic. Do they still owe Dak, or are they about to do another deal with Dak, or do they owe him 60? Where is he right now in the midst of his contract? Some ridiculous number.
Might be his last year under that contract.
Okay. Like, yes, he's getting some enormous number this year. I saw something up on the screen today. I was like, that's ridiculous. Because what you tend to forget, I mean, I enjoy this stat, but I always forget it because it seems unfathomable. Their last trip to the Super Bowl was their last Super Bowl win, and that was 95, correct? Steelers, I think.
90s. Was it 90? Yeah, it was 95. Yep.
Cowboys. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Because 96 was the Packers, 97, 98 were Broncos, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that was it. Yeah.
95.
So he has the other. There were supposed to be some more years on it, but apparently they're void. I'm not entirely sure why, but he's making his base salary is $29 million, but his restructuring and his other signing, basically, he's making like 55.
Wow.
This year,
it's like
just this
Jason Tatum money.
Just this.
Yeah, I can't even imagine being a Cowboys fan and being excited about that. I don't know. I mean,
it's a potential out after this year, but they could kick in the other 3 years, the final 3 years of the contract. It's a potential out. That's why it says void on the sport track that I'm watching or looking at. Basically, if they decide to keep with it, it's a the additional 3 years are like 126 million with dead cap space of 66, something like that. Yeah, so
I love watching. We have a very dear friend in Chelmsford. Rubber Shoes and I have a dear friend in Chelmsford, Johnny Apostolos, who's a huge Cowboys fan. I don't know. I love him to death, but I don't. Yeah, I don't care. I've got a handful of people in my life that are just ardent Cowboys fans, and I always enjoy it because it gets to the weekend where we play them, and then maybe we're on the struggle bus and all this stuff, but it invariably always falls apart. And I guess my question is, knowing that this is probably going to be another one of those years, McCarthy's going to lose his job, and I know Rubber Shoes. We've talked about this. Rubber Shoes brought it up that they were talking about it on Boston radio last week. I think Belichick goes to the Giants. I think that's just a match made in heaven. I think he wants to go back where it all started. I think he loves them. They're his first love. And there's a bunch of people that think he's obviously going to be Jerry Jones' pick to go replace McCarthy. Like, where does everybody think Belichick goes? Or does Belichick enjoy this year on TV and just being Belichick, which there was also some scuttlebutt this week that Shanahan had offered him whatever he wanted in 49erville, and he politely turned it down, which I thought was interesting to hear. But most camps are saying, most people think it's a fait accompli that he's going to Dallas. I truly believe he'll be the Giants head coach this time next year. What do you think, Scotty? Or does he stay on TV and just enjoy life?
Honestly, I don't think you're that far.
The wife
off
just
from
came home.
Thing, only because.
Jump in with him.
Oh my God.
I'll explain it how as a baby getting in.
She's pushing the microphone in.
Oh my God.
1000%.
Just don't do it till we end the show. Shut the camera off first.
The show and then just shove it in. No cameras. No cameras.
There was an explosion. Then they faded to black. I don't know what happened. Yep.
Tell Steph to come out and say hi. Can she come out and say hi?
Yeah. No, she went back in the cook.
Oh.
God bless her.
Burgers and tots for dinner tonight.
Anyway, go ahead.
Shake and bake pork.
Oh, shake and bake pork. That's a staple.
Sounds personal. Go ahead.
There's a lot happening right now. Belichick. Yeah. All right. Honestly, I think my thought is this. One, I think he turned down the Niners job because it wasn't a head coaching position. I think he wants to not only be a head coach, but he also wants a lot more control as well. So I could see the Giants being actually coming to fruition. I started watching the Giants offseason Hard Knocks, and it's such a shit show over there.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Oh my God, it's so bad, and they need to blow it up. The Giants actually might be worse than the Patriots, even if you look at their roster. It's like the Patriots have a better defense than the Giants do. Offense might be the same, but anyway, yeah. So I could see that potentially happening. It's going to cost the Giants quite a bit of money, but it depends if Bill is enjoying the life with the 27-year-old or whatever she is, and and kind of digs the TV thing and kind of has that freedom. This is the first time he's had freedom in like 45 years, man.
Yep.
Seriously.
Yep.
So I could see him enjoying the freedom and just kind of doing his thing. It's all going to be about that choice of how much does he love football, which we all know he loves football, and how much does he like to have the freedom and and see what happens. So,
well, I think he's going to enjoy certainly this year. Certainly while they've been together. This is allegedly, this is the girl that he was caught on the Ring camera coming out of her house last summer. This time, so they've been together for quite some time. I think he's going to enjoy this year and everything that it is right now, and he's clearly not jumping into a coaching, so that's not my point I'm making. But he gets to sort of pick his spots too. Like he's already agreed to do some stuff with Omaha on the Manning cast. Inside the NFL. Yes, wasn't that the other thing? He's got pulled inside the NFL. Yeah, and he's probably going to have a few other spots. And every time he sits down to negotiate with these people, he's just frosting an already frosted cake. He's got all the money in the world. Like, he's so good. He just really gets to enjoy this. So, I'm excited. I think it ups his stock. I think we get to see a version of him that people are already starting to enjoy, just from what he did during the draft. I think people saw a flavor of him. I think the roast was another version of him too. And I think he's going to build his brand, and he might get to this time next year, obviously, whenever they start getting rid of people. When is Black Monday? After the wild card weekend, or after the last game on Sunday? Like the end of week 17 or 18, right? The next day is Black Monday when they start firing head coaches. And you might see Dayball gone before then. But they probably won't, they wouldn't do something until after that fact. And I don't know if it'll be, if he really thinks about it, do I need to go chase Shula, or can I just enjoy my life and my grandkids and it's funny. He doesn't have one big fat house on Nantucket. He has almost a street now. He has like 6 houses on the street. He has a
Does he really?
Yeah. He bought a handful of cottages. So he almost has a whole street, and the backyard's empty in the Atlantic. Yeah. So he's just, I love it. And I can't wait to watch him on TV. I think he's going to be great in all these little spots because he's just so brilliant, and he's let his guard down, and he's not grumpy. Rubber Shoes is salting his pork. Are we okay? Is that a saline pool, or is it chlorine based?
Chlorine.
Okay, just wondering.
What was your answer when Steph came in and was like, what is happening? What was your answer?
So you've seen the commercial, right?
The AAA work trucks commercial.
I feel like we're making a new one right now.
She was shaking her head like she did in the commercial.
Same thing.
I haven't seen the friggin' commercial yet. I don't know what that looks like.
You got to see this commercial. It's the best.
Yeah, it's been commercial ever. Stephanie Corey, we should just get her a shirt. Abject disappointment since the early 90s. When did this get established? When was your first date?
89.
It was 89.
Oh, so okay. It's the late 80s. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a very, very good woman there that has stayed with you since 1989. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Rubber Shoes has his own personal brand, but as his friend, I will fight for his greatness. He's a good dude. She did okay, but
no question. I'm not questioning that.
When you watch that commercial, it truly is, kids. It is art imitates life. I mean, the whole thing. I'd like the look on her face. I'm like, I just saw that. I've seen that in my life in real life. I've seen that as a friend.
What you're saying to me is there wasn't a lot of character-driven development that had to be done.
Not coming to be like, I need you to think of a time when your cat ran away and you failed your math test. And she's like, no, I got this.
No, I'm in.
You want me to look married to Bill Corey? I got it. I've been working on this for years. Yeah.
There was a time when right after we got married, we were living in Virginia Beach when I was in the Navy. I was bringing in the groceries, and the bottom of the bag ripped open, and I broke a ketchup bottle on the steps and stuff. That she gave me that look then.
So she's had lots of practice.
That's how old Rubber Shoes is. He bought glass ketchup.
Yes. Dude, I'm so happy you said that because that was my first thought too. I was like, why is it crazy?
Who's buying glass ketchup?
Oh my.
You got to smack the bottom of the bottle after you poke the top with a knife, Bobby. It'll come out.
Oh, I have some breaking news also.
Oh, no.
From the pool. Breaking news from the pool.
Little Shoes Little Shoes will be joining Mom and Dad at AAA Work Trucks.
Oh, congratulations, Little Shoes.
I love this.
Are you in Joe and Leslie's will somewhere that they're going to hand over the company?
Well, they have 2 kids that work there also, so I think they might be ahead of me in the will.
That's a third shoe that is able to put their name in for tickets, though. So that's good.
Yeah. Yep.
And if they do any marketing with Little Shoes in the truck, it's going to have to be him laying down because you can't stand him up on the side of the box truck. He won't fit.
Yep.
Yeah. Or it's got to be him like squatting, doing a gang sign or something. Like he can't.
Today
stand
we were talking about customers that are like haven't paid in like 90 days or more. We're like, we could send Tyler in, and
he's gonna be a bounty hunter.
Have to show up. It's like, where's our payment? Okay, we'll give it to you.
Oh my god!
Remember the time he was on the show and we thought he had one of the little Pepsi cans, and it was an actual Pepsi can. You just send him with a full Pepsi can, and I mean full and frozen, and you just have him stand in their lobby and eat it whole.
Yep.
While they scurry for their checkbook. Yeah.
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 I cannot wait for the Rubber Shoes, Little Shoes, Mother Shoes commercial. I cannot wait for it. It is going to be magical. Oh my god.
Well, what we could do, this is what I'm looking forward to. And warning, Joe and Leslie, by the way, thanks for putting up with all this.
Of course.
Joe and Leslie have to now look at the capital budget, and it's already too late for this year, so they're just going to have to FITFO and figure it out. The holiday party in the skybox now needs at least 5x on the steak tips.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I don't know if they thought it through. They're like, well, he's got to be a good kid because he's Corey material. He's a huge kid, so he can actually move the trucks. Like, do you have enough of a fleet that you have to like move them and sort them and have them arranged for when it's going to snow, so when the plows come through, they can plow efficiently?
Yeah.
Because Little Shoes doesn't have to go out and actually get in the trucks and move them. He'll just pick them up and move them.
Yeah. We've expanded to the point where we have 2 satellite lots now.
Oh.
Wow. So what is Little Shoes going to be doing for AAA Work Trucks?
He'll be working in the warehouse, so he'll be unloading trucks, putting stuff away, pulling the stuff for the vehicles that are going to be put in.
Do you guys commute to work together, or?
We haven't figured that out yet because he has to be there a half hour before we go in. So I might, if I'm not at the fire station, I might go in with him so he doesn't have to drive his car in every day.
Just have him ride in the front seat, stick his head out the window, and lean forward. He will get there a half an hour before you. He's 7'9".
Yeah. He's not that tall.
He's fucking tall.
He is tall, but
when I see him in person, I call him Midnight. Are you kidding me? He ends the day for people my height.
Oh my god!
How tall is he again? 6'6"?
Just under 6'5".
I don't believe you, but okay, that's fine. That's all right.
And what do you come in at, Timmy?
Oh god! Well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna I'll pull a Doug Flutie. I was 5'9" at one point, but I'm sure I'm shrinking because I'm on the other side of 52. So I'm gonna say 5'8" and 3/4.
Okay, fine.
The same thing the great Doug Flutie would say. That's how he was listed in the program. 5'8" and 3/4.
Did you watch the Doug Flutie podcast with Edelman?
With Edelman, yes. Yep.
Oh my god, that Jordan story was amazing.
Hysterical. Yeah.
Loved the Jordan story.
Super good.
You haven't watched it yet.
You had to watch that one in the bathroom, probably.
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know. He's talking about going to the bathroom. He's in the pool. I think this is where we wrap it up.
This is where it ends.
Look at Scott.
This is where this show comes to an end.
We are wrapping it up. We might get Corey back. He's in Utah getting autographs for all of us from Karl Malone, I think. I don't know.
Well, look at here.
Yeah. He is on the road. We got Uncle Duke's in beautiful downtown Maine. What rubbish is it?
We got the Olympics starting Friday.
I was going to bring that up too. Yep. Yeah. I was
you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Rubber Shoes is entering himself into the swimming.
Yes, I can't wait for the opening ceremonies for LeBron James to carry the flag. I'll be boycotting that.
Oh my God.
That escalated.
What?
Serious?
Do we know he's carrying the flag?
Yeah, well, he is carrying the flag. Yeah. Rubber shoes. This is a patriotic thing.
It's all over everything. He's very humble that he got chosen, even though he's threw it all over media, every media platform. He's humble though.
He's so angry.
Yeah, he wouldn't be my first choice out of all the athletes that are going to be there. Not my first choice. I agree with you there, Rubber Shoes. I won't be boycotting it, but I think it's going to be. I'm intrigued by the whole thing. They're doing the entire opening ceremony on the river.
Yes,
which is going to be
very excited about that. I think that'll be cool.
It has the potential to be cool. It could also be an unmitigated disaster. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
So my question was about. So Tim, I know your place. You guys have sports on pretty much 24/7, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have ESPN and the Ocho on at some point, and
the Ocho, yeah,
always have
C-SPAN 9,
so
C-SPAN 9,
right? Yeah, exactly. Fox Sports 25, or 38, whatever. When it comes to the Summer Olympics, I'm assuming you're just going to have it on in the background at all time. Is there something actually specific that you'll stop and be like, oh, I have to sit down and watch this, like an event, or
the basketball should be exciting, but I'm horrified because I feel like we're going to play horribly. Like we should win that. And
our exhibitions have not been great. I got to be honest.
And they're going to tell you they're not going to kill themselves because it doesn't count yet. And I get all that, but I feel like you're also building chemistry. And then people would argue, well, you don't need to build chemistry. They're all great players, are they? Like I don't know that. I don't know that we have the men's team to get it done. The women should, because the women constantly kick ass. But the men's team, I hope they take care of business. I'm interested to see what lacrosse looks like because that's in the mix this year.
Yep.
I'm horrified and intrigued that breaking is a sport. Like, what are we doing? Like,
what is it?
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing?
That's
awesome.
I'm calling you on the carpet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You're like, how did you? We're not talking about the Olympics. Yeah. Electric Boogaloo is coming to Paris.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's good too.
It's good.
I guess Rubber Shoes just answered his question. That's question for himself, Scotty. That's the one he's stopping for. Breakdancing.
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking for that.
Yeah, I think
I love lacrosse is going to be in the Olympics. I think that's
lacrosse is cool, and for her redemption, I'm excited for Simone Biles because I want to see her kick ass and take names and lead the women to a gold medal because she was going through everything she was going through last time.
Why are we shaking our head at Simone Biles?
What is he mad about now?
Why are you mad about Simone Biles?
Put the microphone in. What?
See, I was hoping that she screws up and doesn't even place.
Why?
Are you?
What?
Did you root for the Russians in the 80s? I mean, you rooted for the freaking Lakers. Like, what are we doing here, Rubber Shoes? What is happening?
Okay, it is my belief that she knew she couldn't win the last time, so she came up with reasons why she couldn't compete last time.
No.
Come on. Get out of here.
They were coming off the court case with that scumbag that physically assaulted every girl on that team.
Sorry,
and she was one of the lead witnesses and yeah, nope. I love you, bud. You're way off on that one. She was going through all the shit.
Just texted me that Rubber Shoes is a communist.
She said she had the yips. All right, so there it is. Rubber Shoes and I get to come together on that one. He's rooting for the Russians. And here's what's annoying, and I mean this. God. I feel bad for the Russian athletes when they go to the Olympics, their flag doesn't get displayed.
Right.
Because the whole world is mad at Russia for what's happening. And I understand that for a myriad of reasons. But the kids being punished for battling for the country in which they live and love.
Yeah.
Because to them, that's their life. I think that's jammed up. But apparently that's who Rubber Shoes will be rooting for when it comes to the women's gymnastics. So.
Oh, Rubber Shoes. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he'll be going for the no flags.
How many Olympic jerseys do you have, Rubber Shoes? That's the question. And which country do they?
Well, you get an Olympic jersey. Are they on sale?
No, actually, I do have a Michael Jordan.
Okay. Right. Is that when he played for Team Canada or for the U.S.?
No, it's Dream Team number 9.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
No, Scotty, I know we got to go, but what's the take on Team USA? I mean, I didn't watch all of the games, but I watched most of them. The men's team, anyways. The women took care of business, but the men's team, I mean, that South Sudan game, it was so. I mean, I know they were on fire. I know South Sudan was on fire, and sometimes you run into a buzzsaw like that, but it just was like really disturbing that they're so weak right now. I mean, all these guys are really good basketball players. What are we doing?
I think Tim's not completely off the mark when it comes to like getting team chemistry and stuff like that together, and them also saying that it doesn't count. But it does count because the group play still does count because it helps you get seeded essentially. But I honestly think I think people still really discount international play, and they shouldn't. Now I'm not saying like the Sudan game that should have been as close as it was. International play is not what it was in 1992. Like it's just not
true.
Like,
that's true.
Way, 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 way better. Clearly, and two, I'd say that I think they pulled. It's funny. I looked at it this way, where we talked about this all the time, where the Boston Celtics would play down to their competition. I think that's an American issue. I feel like or maybe it's an NBA issue. It's not just the Boston Celtics. I feel like other teams do it as well. I think the Hornets got so many wins, even without ball in the lineup. I feel like they play down to the competition, and I think honestly they didn't give these guys a chance. I mean, they were 20-point favorites or something to that, something ridiculous. So someone lost a ton of money or won a ton of money, depending on your side of that. But, I look at it as I expect them to win gold. I don't, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's going to be a cakewalk. I think they're going to have to earn it for sure.
Yeah.
My biggest concern, I'll be honest with you, is I don't like the way that Steve Kerr is handling the lineup. Like Tatum's not getting a ton of minutes. Like Derek White barely sees the floor. And obviously I'm being, super biased from Celtics perspective. Like Drew Holiday's out there because of his defense, but he's playing LeBron a significant amount of minutes. This is LeBron's last Olympics. We all know that. We all know that he's going to get his sucked and all that, and everything's going to happen and blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, like it's a little bit much when it comes to like what Steve Kerr is trying to do here. And will it actually impact the team in the long run? Now, LeBron took over the game against Germany. Like that ending was awesome. Like to watch him do that and him power through and stuff like that. But at the same time, the first couple of quarters, he didn't play that great. He had a great fourth quarter, but he was very like, he wasn't, it was just it's very odd. So I'm wondering if my concern and my Nostradamus thought of them not getting a gold medal would be, because if you saw it at the end of that game, they watched him just try to like take it to the basket. Like Steph Curry just like would literally pass him the ball back. And I'm like, Curry, no, take a step back. You know what I mean? Like be aggressive. Are they all not going to be nearly as aggressive? Because it's LeBron's last Olympics. He has to do this. He has to show that he's LeBron and whatever. That to me is where I could see them not walking away with the gold, because they're going to try to put too much on him. And I'm not saying he can't do it, because he's done a lot of amazing things, and this is the best compliment I've ever given him in my life. But I'll be really surprised if Kerr keeps playing him as much as he has. But we'll see.
It could be Curry's last Olympics. It could also be KD's last Olympics too. I mean,
it could be Anthony Davis's last Olympics. To be honest with you, there's a lot of guys on that squad. I definitely think it's Durant's. I definitely think it's Curry's. I think Davis is definitely a possibility as well. There's a lot of folks on there that may not play in the Olympics. So get them the minutes, but also at the same time, make sure that you're keeping it competitive and you're laying it, you're putting it out there in regards to like having the best team on the floor. I don't think Kerr's done that, during that first part, but again, it's not when it matters the most. So we'll see, we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to
my Homer opinion is that I really hate the miles they're putting on Drew Holiday. I hate it. Like,
a lot of minutes.
Can we do 15 minutes? Can he do 15 minutes? Like, that's fine. Does he need to be in there every possession? It's like, it feels too much.
He's the best defensive guard by far. And
no question about it. I mean,
and
if the goal is to win, he's a guy you want to have on the floor, right? But these are the exhibition games. Let's put a couple of the other guys in there and let them play for a few minutes.
So while we've been talking about basketball and the Olympics, go ahead, Rubber Shoes. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Scotty just gave me a reason to possibly root against the U.S. team.
Oh, my God.
What is happening?
Because
of LeBron.
I was going to jump in real quick and say, while you boys were talking about the Olympic basketball team, I'm simply watching the clouds roll and I'm wondering if we're going to get a lightning strike in Lowell. So, and after your last
drag out the show a little bit,
Rubber Shoes, I'm willing to sit here and wait for it. You're out of your goddamn mind. You're going to root against the U.S.?
Rubber Shoes, what is
happening? I'm rooting against LeBron. Maybe he'll get hurt so I can root for them.
He's rooting against LeBron. He's rooting against Simone Biles. He won't watch the women's basketball team.
We're going to wrap this up so we can get your liability ass out of that pool. Oh, my God.
Man.
For Corey, who I'm sure is rooting for the Americans. For Scotty,
who's
rooting for the Americans. For Adam, who's rooting for the Americans. For Rubbershoe, who's going to get struck by Russian lightning in his pool. It's Timmy and the crew. It's ATB. You can go to atbshow.com. We'd love for you to subscribe and share and comment and like. We will see you next week. By then, I'm sure Rubber Shoes will have a Russian basketball shirt, and we're looking forward to seeing that on the show. Take care, guys.
See ya.